Hello and welcome to Coxie's Picks, and we're still looking at the David De-Val Rollercoaster Escape, and we're going to look at one lock in particular, which is this. And this is a screw type padlock. So as you can see, we've got the screw there, which as you wind your key in, it hits the shoulder against this, forces against the spring and pulls the mechanism back, allowing the shackle to go through. I don't have an original key. What I do have is a HIATT replacement key that you can then cut your own thread. So reaching through, but the only snag is it will only go so far. I'm going to have to pull. So this is the false way of doing it, but there we are. So you then pull the mechanism back and you can see the mechanism inside. Hopefully you can see what we have. Not a lot going on there, but you can see that chisel tip. In fact, I should try and highlight it for you. Just there. That's the chisel tip that mates with this. Now this was on one side of the actual helmet, and David has his own techniques for dealing with these. Now these locks are really cool because they came out in 1820 to 1850-ish, made by HIATT before he started branding them, and then he started branding them through. The main aim of these was to be used on a barn door, so they are a nice piece of history anyway, and it's a cool little lock. But before we get excited, HIATT was just starting into locksmithing, and he wanted key to like for that was what we asked for, so key to like. But he wasn't very good on security, so we've got a very big hole just here, and we're going to take advantage of this hole. So as you can see, I could actually reach down and get the mechanism. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a normal standard lockpick, and we're going to insert it and then try and catch behind the lever and then lever that way to pull the whole spring that way, thereby basically just shimming it, but not being able to do it in a conventional way. So we're going to reach down through, and then we're just going to get the first stage, and that's the second bit. Lastly, we're done and we've got it open. So that's how I would attack this particular type of lock, with just a generic lockpick, and force the spring open. Now what's a modern day equivalent for these? Well, key to like has to be a fire brigade lock. Now I know this is mostly a UK thing, but we have fire brigade locks, and this particular one is keyed off fire brigade 14, which you can see is a step. And what I would do is I would use exactly the same thing, a lockpick, but I'm also going to use a comb pick as well, because you know I've got lots of old tools lying around that don't get much use. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to reach in between the body and the shackle, try and find the actual buttons moving across, and then I'm going to use the comb pick to pick up all the levers. There's 4 levers in here, and you'll notice that this comb pick has 5, so hopefully we'll play catch and we'll get some levers. So in we're going to go, just get it in between there, feel for the spring, and then we take our comb pick, and you're ready for the action. There we go, we've just done it just like that. So that is how I would approach this particular lock. Thank you very much for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.